Now joined by linebacker Cam Brown. Raise your hand and we'll get a mic to you. Get there, bud.
Cam, what do you remember about Michigan State's quarterback from the game last year, and what have you seen on tape this year from him?
What I remember is the fact that he moved well. He moved better than some of the quarterbacks we've seen. He likes to throw the ball. I mean, I don't know if they're always accurate, but his receivers make good plays. So, I mean, for us, it's just the same as usual. Just playing, it's like practicing against Trace again, knowing you have to worry about the run and worry about the throw at the same time.
Ken, there's a lot of reps spread across the linebacker group throughout September, but by the end of it, you were getting a large percentage of that. How do you feel like you developed for those 5 games, maybe where you're at game 6 versus where you were when you hit the field for App State?
Honestly, I feel the biggest difference is my conditioning. I feel like I can go 100% the whole game. I feel like the guys around me are still supporting me and still helping me get better every time. Nicole and Jan, they help me with little things on the field, but as a whole, the whole unit, I feel like everybody's moved forward very well.
So building off talking about the whole unit, can you kind of evaluate the linebackers as a position group? What do you think you're doing particularly well now? You know, what are some areas that you need to improve upon?
Honestly, I think that what we're doing well is that we're moving to the ball, we're playing fast, we got to get sideline to sideline really well. But honestly, I feel like we still have room for like filling our gaps and being 100% sure on our run fits. But other than that, I feel like the guys, we're playing at a high level.
Who's maybe been the biggest surprise to you, at linebacker so far this season?
The biggest surprise, that's a tough question. I would say Jan Johnson, at least, his athleticism is showing that he's showing more athletic than some people give him credit for. I mean, I believe that he was faster and he can make the plays he's making, but to see it come to fruition on the field is a big thing for him.
Ken, when you guys get in 3rd and long, there's been kind of some action where you have 4 DNs on the front 4. What's that like as a linebacker to have a guy like Gross Matos and it's like a D-tackle? I mean, it's kind of a scary thing for the offense. But I mean, for you, what's that like?
Oh, I know that the quarterback's going to be getting the ball out of a hurry. I know it's up front, their pass rush is ridiculous. That's pretty much the plan when you put 4 DNs to get the speed on the field. And I mean, with them, it gives you a confidence boost that you can sit in your coverage and you won't be sitting there alone.
What was this bye week like for you? You were able to watch some games, and then how did you kind of reflect on last year? I know you guys have moved on from the Ohio State game, but how did you kind of reflect on that and move forward?
It's been less reflecting on that, more so watching film on Michigan State. There's more free time to rest, more time to, perfect the things that we did wrong in the last game. But right now, we're just moving on and trying to figure out what we got to do to stop these guys.
You done? Cam, what was maybe said or done in terms of not letting this steamroll go into another week? Who maybe stepped up and said, okay, it's 1 game, you're moving on? How did the leaders on this team approach that?
I feel like it wasn't one person. I feel like it's everybody. We're on to the next game with some mentality. It's kind of what we've been going with for the last 2-3 years. It's next game up. And I feel like the team knows we just got to move on. We can't let this be the end of our season. So we're on to the next one. We're going to beat Michigan State this week.
What do you remember about the weird lightning delay last year? 3.5 hours. What were you doing in that cramped locker room in that time? And as you look back on it now, what kind of sticks with you from that weird delay?
I mean, we had a rough game. That's all I can really say. I mean, that delay didn't really help. We didn't come out strong as we could have. And I mean, I don't know. There's not much you can say about it. A 3-hour delay in the game.
When you were sitting in there in that moment, what did you do? As John said, she was watching Netflix.
I mean, yeah, it got to the point where we were playing. When we kept hearing the delays going on, we were playing hangman in there. And we would talk to the coaches here and there, and they would say what they had to say, and then it was kind of we had no time, too much time. So.
Is there like an ace hangman player on the team?
I honestly couldn't remember who won or who's doing good. I'm pretty sure Mark was pretty good at it.
Yeah. Coach Franklin mentioned kind of this striving for 1% better in whatever it may be, whether it's classroom, on the field, preparation throughout the week. What is that 1% for you? What do you think that means for you individually?
For this week, especially for me, was recovering, just getting back to where I can run and play as fast as I could after that game.
Cam, after you said you watched film over the bye week, first 3 quarters, the defense looked great against Ohio State. Fourth quarter, just a little bit of a lapse, and there was a lapse against App State in the fourth quarter and a couple other times throughout the year. Is there a common thread with that, when you guys have those kind of lulls defensively, and what can you kind of do as a unit to overcome that going forward?
I mean, as a unit, we're moving on. We're trying to think of ways that we can fix the problems. Like, it's not like a continuous problem that's going on. I feel like each game is something a little bit different. And I mean, for this week, we're just focusing on making sure we can finish, making sure we do make the adjustments on the field, and we're communicating as much as we can.
What's been the message from Brent Pry as you guys try to put your finger on, because it's been a little bit of a pattern. You go back a couple of years where, you played well, you built up a lead, and then, it's, teams have come back. Have you guys gone to him and looked at film or tried to put your heads together?
Honestly, we haven't as a unit, but each individual player has their own opinion. I mean, for me, I feel like it's less on the coach, it's more on the players making plays, because I feel like in every situation we're in the right spot.
Cam, do you think that people get too upset after losses? I mean, you guys seem to take it pretty well in stride, and everyone's like, oh my God, the sky is falling and everything, and you guys are like, we're going to play a game in 2 weeks. I mean, how do you think that you guys have been able to take these things in stride?
I feel like it's just because of our mentality. I feel like the coaches have our back and things like that, and we know as a family, we know what we're going through on the field. We know what's actually happening, and we don't have to care what outsiders say about the process.
So 5 games in, what are your thoughts on Micah Parsons? He's had some flash plays, he's had some plays where he looked a little lost, pushing Koa Farmer still. Just want to hear from you, what are the most important things that he's done to this point, and what are some things that you're still waiting for room to grow?
Room to grow, at least. I can say that still getting confidence on the field, still knowing what he's doing for different formations and with the speed of the game. But he's playing well. I mean, he's playing as good as I've seen him play. So with his accomplishments, I would say just playing fast. Like, he shows the flashes of him getting to the ball in a split second, and I feel like that's where we're going to see the most in the next couple of years and the rest of this year.
Do you get the sense that he may be primed to take some steps forward here? I know you're talking about long term, but maybe just in these next 7 games to give the defense a little bit more of an edge as he continues to develop?
Yes, I do. I feel like a lot of the guys are. I feel like him and Ellis Burks are primed and ready to play really fast and play really well with the defense.
And you're in a very similar position this season to kind of where you were last year. You lost to Ohio State, playing Michigan State at this point. It's been said that those who don't remember the past are doomed to repeat it. What did you guys learn from last year? How do you avoid that kind of history repeating itself there?
I think the change has started since the end of the game last week. We just know that we can't keep put our heads down for this, but we know this isn't the end of our season. And guys are coming in with confidence and knowing that we have to do what we have to do to win this game.
How excited do you see Shane Simmons out there, first action on Saturday?
Say that again?
Shane Simmons,
Yeah.
getting back on the field. I guess how excited are you to see him get out there, and what do you expect out of him? James Franklin said, I guess a half hour at this point that he might get 10, 15 plays, but what do you expect out of him?
Honestly, I mean, he's my roommate, so I know how he's going through not being on the field, and I know he's excited, and I can't wait to see him play. I feel like he's going to have a lot of energy, and that'll be a force to be reckoned with on the field.
You go.
Where are you physically now compared to when you arrived at Penn State in terms of height and weight and muscle mass and that sort of stuff?
Honestly, I came in about 202 pounds, 6'5", and now I'm about half an inch taller and weighing 220, 225 in that area. Came into the season weighing 230 almost. But honestly, I feel like I'm stronger, definitely gotten faster. I was running a 4.9 when I first got here. I'm running a below 4.5, a high 4.5, below 4.6 right now. And I feel like the strength have got me 10 times better and more athletic and things like that.
Do you feel as if you could get even bigger, or are you at a good weight for you at this point? Because you're a junior now, you've been in the program for a while.
Honestly, I feel like there's still room for improvement. I mean, I feel like my frame can hold a little bit more weight. I feel like that's on me though, with my eating habits and things like that.
What do you have to eat differently?
Just more. I think so. I just get lazy sometimes. I feel like I'd rather sleep than stay up to stuff myself, but it's kind of hard.
Thanks.
When you guys go back and look at the bubble screens and that kind of thing, what are the keys that maybe things you guys need to do better to kind of stop those? We've seen teams have some success running those against you guys.
Honestly, it's a week by week thing. Different teams run in different ways, and for us, we have such an aggressive D line. They're rushing up the field to go to the quarterback. It's kind of hard for them to retrace where some other teams have linemen sitting at the line of scrimmage, and it's easier for them to play. So for us, it's more about the linebackers. We just it's about identifying it and trying to get there as fast as we can.
Anybody else?
Continue.
I'll continue though. Going back to Mark's question about weight gains and that kind of thing, and you mentioned recovery. How have you learned to maybe take better care of your body in that regards, and what are some of the things that you did during that bye week to kind of improve in that area?
Honestly, I was living in the tubs, hot tub, cold tubs, doing that. I was doing a lot of stretching. I got in a couple extra lifts just to get my body feeling better a little bit, just get it feeling strong again at least, because I felt banged up after the game. But other than that, it wasn't too much out of the ordinary. We went through practice the same almost, and it was, it's not really, it wasn't too much of a bye week, I would say. It was just the last day we get off. It was helpful to sleep and actually relax.
Maybe the last one for me. When you guys go through and talk about weight gains and that aspect of the program, I know some teams, they'll have the nutritionist in the dining hall with guys, like showing them what to eat, that kind of thing. What's that like for you guys? How is that process maybe gone for you? And is there a number of calories that you say, okay, I know I have to eat this, or how does that work?
Yeah, our nutritionist Kayla is doing an amazing job. She comes in and if guys are having problems losing weight or gaining weight, she'll come in personally and walk you through training table, like, all right, you gotta get this, you gotta get this. But we even have her assistant, Leanne, she's a great person. She'll take guys like shopping to show them what to buy, show them how to buy certain things, like just things so they can cook and prepare things in the house. And that's been a big step for the program. I feel like the nutrition has increased incredibly since those two have joined the staff.
Ken, we had heard that C.J. Thorpe was one of the more talkative offensive linemen in practice. What is it like now that he's on your side of the ball? Is it unique kind of having him, and is he talking as much trash to the offense as he was to the defense?
Honestly, I think it's a little bit peaceful. It's more peaceful, that's the word I can say for it. Practice goes by a little bit, less fights, less arguments, but it's good to have that energy on the defensive side of the ball. We need somebody aggressive, like he fits on the D line with his attitude. And with him there, I feel like it's gonna be a positive for the